everyone, and welcome to DearDharmaDude. My name is Vivian Cao, and I'm sitting with the Venerable Master Heng Cheng. And today's topic is pretty important, actually. I was wondering if there was an initiation ceremony, a formal one, into Buddhism, such as the sacrament of baptism into Catholicism.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. In Buddhism in the past, anyone can become a Buddhist, and we have no initiation, have nothing to really officialize.
Right.
But later, slowly, depending on the cultures, then Buddhists have a kind of ceremony, and it's called taking refuge. Now, even if you're not taking refuge, you're still a Buddhist. But if you're taking refuge, meaning you make a more serious commitment to a practice. So what is a taking refuge? Taking refuge means you take the Buddha as the teacher, take the Dharma or the truth, the teaching, as the guiding principles, and take the Sangha, meaning the community of people who are practicing the Dharma, as your friends or your teachers or the people who you are trusting in order to practice together. So the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and this what we call the triple jewel. Because they are not dust, they are not sands, they are jewels, because they very precious. It's hard to get these three together, meaning a supreme teacher, a very good guiding principle, and then a community of practitioners. So they combine to be what we call the three jewel or triple jewel. So when we become very serious about the practice, we need to find a teacher, we need to find a community and some guiding principles, and then we make a commitment. We say, yeah, I want to take refuge, which is the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Now, but we can also understand that the Buddha actually is really representing the goodness, the good, because the Buddha never do anything bad.
Right.
Okay. He doesn't hold himself to be, say, the supreme God or the one who had the omnipresent. He doesn't ever say that.
Mm-hmm.
He just say that he discovered the truth, and so here he shared the truth with everyone. And then, so the Buddhas could be representing the goodness, and we have the Dharma, who is presenting the truth. And the truth is many layers of truth. There are some relative truth, there's some absolute truth, some is a very situational truth. So it's not one. So we subscribe to the truth, meaning the path of discovery. And then the last one is the Sangha. Actually, the Sangha, the people who are coming together to practice. And so when they're coming together, they need to be very harmonious.
Right.
And harmony is what we call beauty. And if you look at beauty, everything beauty around you, they always is a collection of many smaller parts.
Right.
Meaning, you don't see a thing that is beauty because it's not the combination of something. For example, the floor here, even the table, even our hair is a collection of many atoms and cells and particles, all that. So it actually, anything that's coming together, become harmonious, is what creates beauty. A picture is beautiful because it is the collection of many strokes of pens and colors.
Right.
Yeah. And so the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha is actually the goodness, the truth, and the beauty. So when we take the refuge, actually, we say to ourselves, this is the path that I'm going to follow. So even if you don't take refuge, you still can claim yourself Buddhist. That's a very weird thing, because it's nothing really fixed in the Buddhist really sort of lifestyle. And there are many Buddhist traditions. There's only one. There are many traditions, and each tradition, according to its culture, also have a other lineage. Mm-hmm. And so it's a very complex picture of Buddhism. However, if you go to any country and you ask for the refuge ceremony or taking refuge, almost every countries and every sect and every traditions, they all doing the same. Meaning, everyone will say that we take refuge to the Buddha, take refuge to the Dharma, and take refuge to the Sangha. Always like that.
So I apologize to my foreign viewers, but I used to go to temple when I was younger. Is that the same thing as the Tam Bao, the three jewels? Is
Yeah,
that the
that's it.
Phap
That's it. Yeah.
And then the taking refuge is called the
Gui,
Wei, and then you get a Phap Yan, your name.
Your Dharma name.
Your Dharma name.
Yeah.
All of those things, they're man-made though. They're
Right.
creations of man. Not again. The Buddha was simply a teacher more than anything else, teacher of truth and wisdom. So. In other words, to be a Buddhist, you can formally take the ceremony, or you don't have to.
You don't have to.
But does that make someone more Buddhist to have the the Dharma name and to take refuge and whatnot?
Not more and not less. If you take refuge, you can be a Buddhist. You don't take refuge and you believe in whatever there and you practice whatever there as Buddhist. The really essence of being Buddhist is in your heart. In your action, you follow the path of goodness, of beauty, and of truth.
And that's what it comes down to.
That's come down to it. And it's not like you must do this, you must do that.
Right.
But it has to be something from your heart that you love to do it so much.
Right.
And you are propelled by the force within your heart. It's not by a tradition, by a teacher, by anything else. So it's quite a different way of understanding. And really, if every day when we do things, we are not telling lies, we're not cheating people, when we have a relationship with every people around us, we be very honest, we be very caring, and we do good to make people joyful and happy. That's really the Buddhist thing. If we recognize the beauty in others people and not try to always looking for faults or fault finding, we don't do that, then that's not a Buddhist.
Right.
And so it's a whole different way of thinking. Instead of always thinking, I need to do this ceremony, I have to take this ceremony in order to be a Buddhist. No.
Okay, so basically what it comes down to is, to be a Buddhist, you should be a Buddhist. You should be a good person, an honest person, a sincere person, someone who has a call of service, of duty, of kindness, altruism. And really, if you take refuge, that's great. If you don't take refuge, you're just as good as the person who takes refuge. Okay, thank you so much for your wisdom, and thank you for watching. Please stay tuned.